guys, it's Honeybee, and it has been a long day, so come and get unready with me. First, I gotta kick off the shoes. Not too much on my shoes, not too much. I'm a hardworking girl, okay? Of course, we gotta give Bales all the lovin', Hi, Bailey. She's so excited to see me when I get home. So we start by getting comfy and then wetting my face so I can wash the day away. My face tends to get very oily throughout the day. I've been using Good Molecules gel cleanser. I like it because it works very well. And then also, all the products in this gel cleanser are clean, natural products, no harsh chemicals, and I love that. So this is my first time making a video like this. I really wanted to broaden my content and have you guys really kind of try to get to know me as a person. So to get to know me, people would describe me as maybe adventurous, spontaneous, independent, fun, organized, a go-getter, and a lot more things, actually. So I take a quick break because my man, that's not my man, but he's my man in my head, because sometimes being Delulu is just a Lulu, called me, and I had to check on him, see how his day went, and, wind down my day like that as well. So we start with this face mask. It's Blue Sea Kale Grapefruit. I love it so much. It shrinks my pores immediately. I take my brush and I just smooth it all over my face. So some more things about me is that I'm originally from New York, Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. I moved away when I was very, very young to Florida. I spent a very long time in Florida, but I was really unhappy. I lived in Miami, and it can get really toxic down there when it comes to people, relationships, work culture and stuff. And honestly, from when I moved down there, I just was never happy. So I was like, you know what? It's time for me to go. Honestly, the way that I moved wasn't the smartest way at all. It was really not smart. But I just felt like if I kept staying because I need to wait for the perfect time and the perfect situation, I would get stuck down there. I was stuck down there for 10 years. I didn't want to be stuck for another 10 years. So then I left. I went to Nashville for 3-4 months, and now I'm settled in San Diego. All my friends and family think I'm crazy because I didn't have a set plan. I didn't have a set place. I didn't have a set job. I just kind of up and left. But this is very on brand for me, to be quite honest. As you guys get to know me, you'll see this a little bit more. So one of my big aspirations in life, what I want to have, is a family. My family wasn't really the best growing up. It was kind of dysfunctional. So I've been taking a lot of this alone time to work on myself, break generational curses, heal my inner child, do some shadow work, do a lot of introspection, and really get to know who I am as a person and what I like and what I dream of and what I want, So a couple more things about me is I have my bachelor's degree in anthropology. I am only one class away from my master's degree in public administration. But honestly, I don't want to do anything in those fields. How relatable, right? I want to do something in tech now. So I don't know. We'll see. My man saw me like this and called me a Smurf. So yeah, I have to wait for this mask about 10 minutes. I was like, you know what? Why don't I try this oil pulling? I heard about it all over social media. That was me reading the directions. It says to pour a tablespoon. I just had this plastic shot glass and then swish it around for 10 minutes. So I was perfect. Face mask 10 minutes, oil pulling 10 minutes. This is the ultimate nighttime routine. So another fun fact about me is I love travel. I've been to over 30 U.S. states. I've been to over 10 countries so far and in counting. My favorite state, I want to say, is California, where I'm at now, actually. But it's really a hard decision because I absolutely adore Oregon, Portland, Oregon. I really liked Nevada as well. There's so many different beautiful things. I like Tennessee. I stayed in Tennessee for a bit. My favorite country, hands down, that I've been to is Costa Rica. But I did really like Canada as well. I liked Portugal, but I'm not going to lie. Me and my aunt went there for a friend's wedding, and they were quite racist out there. So the food was good. It was very beautiful. The activities were great. I like the actual lifestyle out there. They're very healthy. You see like people well into their 80s, maybe possibly 90s, and they're still walking up steps, have all their teeth, everything. But, you know, they were pretty racist. So I was thinking, I have 10 minutes left of this stuff. Let me clean my makeup brushes. That is the Eco Tools makeup brush cleaner, and it's so good. Oh my God. I set up 2 bowls, one with hot water, one with the makeup brush cleaner. And then I just like dip my brushes into the cleaner, and then I dip it into the hot water, and it takes off all of the makeup. What I like about that cleaner too is that even though it's oil-based, it's not too heavy on my brushes, the bristles. So here's me doing it, dipping it into the cleaner and then into the hot water eventually. After, look at how clean all the brushes were. I should have put it before. So the 10 minutes for the oil pulling were done. I wanted to water floss. Flossing is very, very, very important for your oral and dental health. When you're water flossing, you have to be over the sink or else you're going to get water literally everywhere. So then after I'm done with the water floss, I start brushing my teeth. That is the order. You're supposed to do mouthwash or oil pulling, floss, and then brush your teeth. It was also about time for that mask to come off. So here we go. We start washing it off. Thank the Lord. So yeah, travel is one of my biggest passions. I really love travel. I love to get to know other cultures and experience like how they live, how they cook, because the world is way bigger than where you're from, you know? Okay, so I finally got that mask off. Time to do the skincare routine. As you see, that is the Ordinary toner. I like to start with a nice toner. That's the first step in my skincare. Get it all over, everywhere. It literally takes off all of the hidden dirt that your cleanser couldn't take off. Then from there, I'll do an eye cream. Right now, I'm using that one. It's an anti-wrinkle one. I got it as a free sample from Ulta, actually. But it works pretty well, you know. It keeps my under eye nice and hydrated. For some reason, my under eye has always been a problem area for me. Even when I was a young girl, I started noticing it around like the age of 13, where I had either darkness to it or hollowness to it. So I have been considering getting PRP or under eye filler. We gotta stay tuned. I think I'm gonna start with microneedling first and then go from there. But it's important to rub it on your eyelid as well. I've seen a significant difference since I started doing that. So from here, I'll do either essence or a serum. I usually do a serum, but I just started using this essence, the snail mucin, and my skin has been very glowy and hydrated since then. So I actually do recommend it, you know. It's so funny because like everybody used to ask me for my skincare routine, and I recently just developed one within the last year or two, a consistent one at that. Before, I would just like wash my face and that was that, call it a day. But I started taking it more serious. I really like to spend this time. Like, it's just like a little girl me time, and I really enjoy that. I was just trying to show you like how moisturized and everything my skin was. That's why I was like pressing on my cheek. I know I look weird. So you make sure that's rubbed in, dried up, and then this step is where I do my moisturizer. However, it's at night, so I'm doing an hydrating mask. So it's kind of like a moisturizer, but it's an overnight mask. You put it on like all over your face, and then you wash it off in the morning. And then you wake up and your face feels baby soft. It feels moisturized and no dryness. And yeah. So yeah, I dream to somehow make travel something that I can turn into a career. I'm trying to figure out how, because I really, really enjoy it. People come to me to help them put their plans together and find affordable things. So this is the last step. I'll put some chapstick or lip moisturizer on. Here is a caffeine under eye patch. I use these as well to help with the hollowness and darkness. I've seen a significant improvement since I've been using them. It's not necessarily these. These work very well as well, but I've used better ones in the past, like a 24K gold collagen one. Those were really, really good. I can't remember the brand, but when I do, I'll come back and do another Get Unready with me with those. But yes, I put these on. I just apply them under the eye, and then I actually been going to sleep with them. I've been seeing such a difference with me going to sleep with them. It's incredible. So that's it. I'm all done for the night. Good night. Thanks for getting unready with me. And if you want to see more, drop it in the comments. Until next time.